Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. So today's reading is going to be a little bit different. I'm trying something new. I've never seen this done before. Mostly with pick-a-card readings, people just do general readings for the collective. However, I thought, what would it be like if I did a pick-a-card reading for each of these zodiac signs? It's a little different. I thought about this because, most of us are going through different things. And, sometimes the general readings don't really resonate, but if I had, pick a card reading with 3 different piles, at least there'd be different messages in each pile that you could select. So, let me know if you like this idea in the comments below. I think I'm going to start doing it from now on, but it does take a little bit longer to film for each of these, so that's the only downside. However, I think it's going to be a really cool idea to continue on with. So, what I'm going to be doing is pulling 2 cards from each pile. So I've got the Angel Wisdom Tarot, Radiant Rider-Waite, Gilded Tarot, Moonology, Sacred Destiny, and Kipper. When I'm done with these cards, I will collect all of them, put them aside, and they will not go back into any of these piles. So each of the piles will actually have a different message, hopefully. I mean, I could pull like the star card from pile from the deck number 1, and then I could get star card from one of these other 2 decks, but it would not go back into that deck. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and put up the thumbnail so you can see the pictures again. Feel free to pick more than one pile, because like I said, they're going to have different messages. So if you feel drawn to more than one pile, definitely watch those. I will have all the timestamps down below. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into shuffling, and then we'll hop into each of the piles. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, that's also in my Etsy link is in the description box below. I will never ask you guys to email me for private readings in the comments at all, ever. I am currently working on my website, and I'll hopefully get that up soon. You can book on there as well. So I think that's it. I think that's all the messages, so I'm going to go ahead and put the thumbnail up now. Alright, let's jump into shuffling all these piles. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I post weekly zodiac readings, pick-a-card readings, and collective readings. All my readings are timeless. So if you ever want to go back and watch any of them at any time, the links to the playlists are in the description box below. Except now, I've kind of like merged the zodiac and the pick card readings with this new idea. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay, pile number one, let's go ahead and jump right in, see what messages Spirit has for you. You've got the Chariot, Cancer energy. The Ace of Swords. This feels like a repeat of Scorpio. We've got the Seven of Swords. Literally these, I'm pretty sure these first two cards came out in one of Scorpio's piles. That's interesting. Queen of Wands. The Devil, Capricorn energy. Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your energy. We've got Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course, Moon. Your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. Illumination. Relaxation. Marriage, card number 3. And card number 13, Wealthy Man. Okay. Make sure everything is in focus. Screen. Okay. What I'm seeing for you, pile number 1, is that there's an interesting energy. I keep being drawn to the Seven of Swords and the Devil right away. I don't like the Seven of Swords. I typically don't like it. Now, Devil's iffy, because it can talk about actually like releasing something that's negative, especially if it's in the reverse, but this one's upright. So, some of you could be dealing with someone who is very deceptive. This feels like a very toxic energy, I'm going to be honest. Devil talks about negative patterns and behaviors. Just saw 222 on the timer. Negative patterns or behaviors, obsession, possession, addiction, that sort of thing. And the Seven of Swords talks about deception, lying, cheating, stealing. Now, a lot of you could have been dealing with someone who had this sort of toxic energy. I feel like a lot of you, and this could be where this illumination comes in, like a lot of you figured out that they were doing this. And we have that nothing will come of this situation. Yeah, that's why. I feel like you received some sort of download with this Ace of Swords, like some sort of clarity, some sort of truth. You found something out. This person was being very deceptive. I feel like you're finally taking hold of your life again. Like you're back in control. It's almost like this person had control over you. You're taking control of your life. You're moving forward. Some of you could be relocating or traveling. I am seeing that. For others of you, this is more of an energy of you are just ready for a new beginning. You're ready for a new start. You know, with the Queen of Wands here, it's like she is very ambitious. She's very creative, very career driven. But, you know, I always say when I see this, you know, she's holding this sunflower. Sunflowers make me think of, obviously, Leo energy, and like the sun card. So it's like she's going to find her happiness. On top of being very career driven, she's very creative. So some of you could be going after a creative pursuit, but what I'm seeing with this Knight of Pentacles here, Knight of Pentacles talks about taking time to really plan out where you want to go next. So it's like once you got this download about whoever this was, the situation, this person, whatever it was, this, I don't like this energy. It's like you took matters into your own hands. You're like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to peace out of here. I'm out. But you had to come up with the plan first. You had to, you know, really sit down. Maybe have a little bit of patience too, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. But he takes his time. He takes his time planning everything out. He doesn't want to make a mistake that he's going to pay for later on, right? And that makes sense with this. Your hard work is paying off. It's like you've taken time to really figure out what it is that you want and want to go after, and you're just going to go for it. Gung-ho, you're going for it. I think you're going to be leaving this toxic situation behind. Now, some of you, it could have been a marriage. I'm going to be honest. It could have been a marriage. And you're getting a divorce. You're leaving all this nastiness behind you. For some of you, this wealthy man could actually be like an attorney. That's just for a select few. For others of you, what I'm seeing is once you get out of this energy, once you move ahead, you go through this relaxation period, figure out, you just take time to yourself. You can see this person's just chilling out, reading a book. It's like you're discovering yourself again. Some of you could be traveling, but then here comes this masculine energy, and that could be your person. That could be the person you end up marrying. That's for a select few of you. But mostly what I'm seeing is you're getting away from this toxic energy. Now, if this is not, this is always interesting to me because I always have this message come through. If this is not another, if it's not another person, or if it's not another, if it's not a work situation or some other situation like a marriage or something like that, it could be that you've got some shadow work to do. A lot of people don't want to hear that. I have to bring it up when I see stuff like this. It could be that a lot of times some people, just don't want to confront their demons. There could be some sort of toxic patterns or behaviors that you need to address in your life, that you need to work on, and that you need to deal with, because, it's going to affect you in the long run. Now, that is for just a select few of you. But for the most part, to me, it feels like you were dealing with someone else who is very toxic. Now, it could have been this Queen of Wands energy. Could have also been this wealthy man. Those are the two that are standing out the most to me. I'd say Knight of Pentacles, but I don't feel like it is the Knight of Pentacles, because Queen of Wands is in between the Devil and the Seven of Swords. So, I do feel like it was an energy where you just need to get out of this situation. It doesn't have to be. I read that more as like your energy, Sagittarius. It just feels, it just feels like you had somebody around you, or this was a work situation that was extremely toxic. This could have been your boss. Yeah, but you're going to get that download, that illumination about what you need to do next and where you need to go. And that way you can have your peace of mind again. So, wow, what a reading. Pile number 1. We're off to an interesting start. So, like I said at the beginning, if you want to watch any of the other piles just to see if any messages come out for you, you can. But if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully something in this reading resonated. Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, pile number 2. Let's jump right into your reading and see what messages Spirit has for you. We've got the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the Star, Aquarius energy, the Hermit, Virgo energy, Strength, Leo energy, lots of major arcana coming out, okay. And the Knight of Wands, which is still Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We've got the energy is gaining momentum, lots of energy going on. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So we've got double Aquarius here. wisdom, abundance, false person, card number 8, and despair, card number 32. These two actually came out in one of Scorpio's readings. That's interesting. Some of these cards are similar from Scorpio, so I don't know if there's a crossover or there's a cross watcher somewhere. That's interesting because all of these cards have been shuffled. Okay. Make sure everything is in view. Yes. Okay. Right off the bat, 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Number 5 could be significant, first of all, but this is an energy of like, this is kind of a negative energy. Like 5 of Cups talks about focusing on negative instead of realizing that there are other blessings in your life, that there are other opportunities. This is really just honing in on something that didn't work out, while the 5 of Swords talks about winning at all costs. It's like making an unwise choice and then realizing later that you kind of screwed some people over or somebody screwed you over. It's like somebody who lacks integrity, right? And also too, with 5 of Swords, it can be like these other people that were screwed over could come back and deal some major karma to you. Or that karma where you screwed them over could come back to you. Or if it was another person, it will come back to them. You know, you get what I'm saying. But it just feels like this energy of like disappointment because somebody got screwed over. Now, interestingly, we've got the Star and the Hermit. I love this because in the Hermit, the Star is actually in his lantern. The Star. He's having to go within. He's having to do some self-discovery, right? He's trying to figure out who he is. He's on this spiritual journey, and he's using this light from the Star. This is like a wish. He has this wish. He wants to get to a certain place. He's just not sure how to get there yet, right? He's having to go within, though. He's having to do a lot of healing, and having faith that everything's going to work out and the universe has a major plan for him. This is like wishing upon a star. So, interesting that those came out side by side. And the Star card does talk about having faith and hope and all your wishes and dreams coming true. It can talk about the end of some sort of challenging time. Something that you really wanted to happen finally does happen. Some option or opportunity I'm also seeing is standing out above the rest for you. Because we have this one big star and we have these 7 other smaller stars. And while the 7 stars seem like good options, the one star is the one that stands out the most. I feel like that's kind of your guiding light, your northern star. Now with this strength here, this just talks about, again, going within, find your inner power, your inner strength. This is a balance of masculine and feminine energies, like taming the beast within, and just being able to kind of go with the flow. I feel like with this Knight of Wands, though, this is a pretty fast-moving energy, so you're very excited about some sort of new beginning. It's like once you heal from this negative energy, it's like you're going to be moving over and you find your inner strength and who you are. You get confident in yourself with that Leo energy, then you're going to move into that Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands is very fast moving, ambitious, goes after what they want. That's going to be you, which makes sense with the energy is gaining momentum. It's like you're building up and going after what it is you want. With this Show the World the Real You, this always makes me think of, this does make me think of the Star card, because she's got the jug and she's pouring water out just like the Star card. Can't really show much. There you go. She's pouring these jugs of water out. It talks about healing. It talks about self-love. And she's stripped naked too. She's stripped bare. It's, showing the world the real you. Now, some of you could be stepping into, excuse me, some of you could be stepping into like a spotlight or like standing out at work. It's like your time to shine. I feel like some of you could have been in this hermit mode for a while, trying to do all this self-discovery and really just, figuring out what it is you want before you even try to go after it. And now you're ready to come out of this shell. Like you're not hiding anymore. This wisdom makes me think of the hermit. Also gives me Pisces energy, but because of the mermaid, I guess, and all the fishies. But and technically, an evolved Pisces is the wisest zodiac sign because allegedly, in astrology, a lot of astrologers believe they have lived through all of the other zodiac signs. They've had all of those lives, which makes them old souls and a lot wiser. That's the belief anyway. But it feels like you have really gone within. You've done the inner work, the inner healing. You've become wiser and come out the other side. Maybe wise up about whoever this person was or whatever the situation was. And this could have been you. Maybe in your, ambition and trying to, reach the top, you could have screwed a few people over. And some of you may not even have realized that. But you are determined to reach your goals. Because you wanted to be this star, right? And with these two, show the world the real you and the star, that, like I said, it could be somebody stepping out to the spotlight. The star card could be like an actual star. So some of you could have a platform. You could be an influencer. You'd have YouTube. Something like that. You're on social media. It doesn't have to be, but this could even be at work where you're just standing out. You've wised up, though. You figured something out by going within. What you really want, who you really are. That is going to lead to your life of abundance. Where you're a lot happier and you're filled with more joy. Because you're confident in your abilities now. You're no longer in this despair, things not working out, like the Five of Cups. You're no longer dealing with people who are going to screw you over. Five of Swords. You're past that now. Pile number 2. You've moved on. Or you're about to. So, those are all the messages I have for you. Hopefully something in this reading resonated. Like I said, all the piles are going to be a little bit different, so you might want to check out the others if you skipped ahead to this one. But if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello, pile number 3. Let's jump right in, see what messages Spirit has for you. Okay, we've got the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, lots of Swords energy, okay. The 9 of Pentacles, alright. The Ace of Cups, alright. The 5 of Wands, you are very close to achieving your goal. Give a smooth. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. We had Aquarius in the last pile too. But this makes sense with this Ace of Cups. Interesting. Patience. Wonders. Just saw 111 on the timer too. We got Thief, card number 24. What's the last one? Ooh, Coffin, number 19. Okay. Okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. Make sure everything is in view. I think this, scoot this over a little bit. Okay, y'all, let's jump right in. Okay, what I'm seeing is a lot of you are really in your head about something. Some sort of heartbreak, something hasn't worked out. This could have been an actual death in the family. Again, this feels like Scorpio, one of Scorpio's piles, but what I'm seeing is something has just ended with that coffin. It doesn't have to be a literal death. Something has ended. Something caused you a lot of grief, heartbreak, sadness, pain, suffering. You know, it's just a, you know, it's a sad energy. It's, you know, talking about, you have to kind of go through this as part of your journey. It's all about personal growth. But that personal growth always comes with challenges, right? You're going to have to go through healing. But I feel like in the beginning, you're in this stage where all this Swords energy, you're stuck in your head, Sagittarius. You're just really stuck in your head. The thing is, though, with the Eight of Swords, it's an illusion that you are actually trapped. It's like you have a lack of self-confidence. It could be after whatever this heartbreak was. Like if somebody broke your heart, maybe they were narcissistic. They said things to you that made you question your worth. Your physical appearance is what I'm hearing. You're, you know, just really were abusive for a lot of you. That's not for everyone, but caused you to get into your head. Made you feel helpless. Made you have that lack of self-confidence. Made you afraid to take the next steps in life. To take any sort of action. To make a change, right? But what you're starting to realize, I think, is that you are solely responsible for your life. The only person who can change your life is you. But you're a bit indecisive. Interestingly, both of these cards, these people, this woman, are wearing blindfolds. Do you see that? Blindfold and a blindfold. They can't see what's going to happen next. They don't know. They're at a loss. Some of you are at a crossroads, is what I'm hearing. Some of you are unable to make a decision. Just very, it's like this energy of you're up in your head. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I do this? Do I do that? What do I do next? And some of you just don't have the energy to make this change. It's like mentally you don't want to even think about it, is what I'm getting. Now, I also equate the Five of Wands to, I could talk about conflict and drama, but I equate it also to mental conflict and drama. Like, this could be something you are bringing on yourself, Sagittarius. I feel like a lot of you want this Nine of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups, okay? This Nine of Pentacles talks about living a life of luxury, being independent, standing on your own 2 feet, having everything you've wanted, and being so happy and fulfilled in life. Ace of Cups talks about a brand new emotional beginning, somebody who could be offering you their cup of love. We do bring love into this situation. What the Ace of Cups also means is self-love. And a lot of people, I don't see a lot of tarot readers talk about that. My Nine of Pentacles is my singles card, which makes sense after this Three of Swords. You're at this crossroads where you want to be in this energy. You want to be, you want to love yourself. You want to give back to yourself. You want to have everything you could dream of. But I feel like you're scared to make that first move, to take that first step. Just saw 5:55 on the timer. It just feels, honestly, pile number 3, like you're in conflict with yourself more so than you are an external person. Like another person, an external situation, something like that. It doesn't feel external to me. It feels very much like, now some of you could be in conflict or some sort of drama with another person. But with all of this Swords energy, it feels very much like it's you. You're battling yourself right now. You're trying to go back and forth between the positive and the negative thoughts. It's like as soon as you think something positive, the negative drowns that out. And then here comes the negative, and it's like back to square one, and you're like, well, maybe I can't do this, or maybe I don't have, the courage to move forward and take that leap of faith, but I really want to. And then, and then the negative starts taking over, but then you try to be positive again. It's like, and you tell yourself you do deserve this. You are worthy of this. You will get over this heartbreak. And you will. In time. But whatever it is, you're very close. You're very close to achieving your goal. You're almost there. But you have to get out of your head first. Now again, with the bring love into the situation, this talks about this woman on here. I talked about it in the last pile, where it looks like the star card, where she's got the jug and she's pouring the water. The star card can talk about having faith and hope in the universe that things will turn out for the better, but it also talks about healing. And again, we've got this with the self-love. I don't actually see this as love coming in for you, Sagittarius. I know that maybe not be what some of you want to hear. I see it as you loving yourself. I feel like this is a long time coming. But, again, you have to have patience. I think you want these things, and you want them to happen, like, overnight, don't we all? But I feel like, a lot of you, it's taken a long time to get to this point. It's taken a long time to get out of this mental anguish and push yourself into this new beginning, this new emotional beginning, where you are really focusing on yourself, your abundance. I'm hearing health and wealth. And that can take a lot to put yourself in that position. It can take a lot of energy. But I think the end result is going to be so worth it. You're going to be so glad you did. Now this Wonders card, I always think of the wonders of the universe. Just when you least expect it, some new beginnings, some new opportunities, like this magical, life-changing opportunity comes in for you. And that could be this Ace of Cups, something that's going to make you so emotionally fulfilled and happy. But you have to be ready to accept it. You can't keep that blindfold on. And with this Thief card, this goes back to, I feel like I keep hearing somebody stole your heart. That heartbreak. Somebody could have literally stolen from you. But what I'm getting from this is, with the heartbreak there, it was like somebody stole your heart. Maybe stole your time, your energy. Some of you could be feeling just dead inside, is what I'm hearing. I know that sounds terrible, but it's like a numb feeling after going through all of this. You're going to come out of it, okay? This is not the end for you. It is the end of the old you. The new you is sitting in that abundant energy. The new you has that self-love. Okay? So, pile number 3. Woof! That one was deep. So, I feel like, again, you're gonna get out of this headspace to get where you want to be. You have to do that. You're very close to achieving your goal. You have to have a little bit of patience, but the universe is going to step in and help you. You just have to be ready and willing to receive. Those are all the messages I have for you, pile number 3. Hopefully something in this reading resonated. If you jumped ahead to this pile, feel free to go back and watch the other 2 piles because they have different messages in them. And if this is where we part ways, hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.